Hey guys, welcome back to the RapChat Podcast. I'm your host, Luke Dick.
I'm Elias Eldridge.
I'm Sam Kenny.
And before we jump into the podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating and also leave us a review. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at RapChat Podcast, where we post new updates.
You're doing great.
Yeah, just the face.
Better get it right, man.
I could have turned that to like a cartoon or something. Yeah, and you can find us on there where we post new updates and new clips of the show every week. So
And occasional Cataclysm memes.
yeah, exactly. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. Hey, so glad we're back, everybody. Fuck.
How was your guys' weekend?
Pretty
I had
uneventful.
fun. Yeah, I think to be honest though, I think we all deserved a little bit of a chiller weekend.
That was my whole thing. I just relaxed this weekend.
Yeah, I was not.
Started some Raptors games and a little film.
I got a chance to, start doing
Some personal projects.
Yeah, personal projects and working out the kinks. So yeah, like the first night I did one of those live streams that was so buggy, man. Oh my god.
It was good though when it was working.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No,
good.
it's and then you had on the end of the screen, like if the stream crashes, it'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not hard to get back up. I think I might need to upgrade the Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi, my bandwidth is just like it's just too small. So I might need to upgrade my Wi-Fi. But the thing is that and this happened to me at home. I remember when I was in high school, my mom because there was 4 of us in the house, we all have all these devices. My mom's like, okay, I think we need some better Wi-Fi. So we paid to get better Wi-Fi, and it got worse, man. Like, I think that Wi-Fi is just a scam, bro. Like,
Yeah, I've been there too. Yeah.
We lived just outside of a town, and because we lived outside of town, we couldn't get fiber op.
really?
Yeah. So we were like right outside town limits. Like, oh, you can't get fiber op.
Oh, come on,
So the
man.
Wi-Fi was shit.
Fuck.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That is super tough.
Hey, I think I have the worst life of all time. So.
Yeah, man. You have a really
so
tough,
unlucky.
really
Yeah,
tough
dude,
life.
I've probably struggled the most out of anybody in North
Yeah.
America.
Definitely.
So, fuck.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi was a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lived on a lake, so I just.
Yeah. We lived on a
Figured
lake with this
fiber optic.
amazing view, but we just had no fiber optic
couldn't get
Wi-Fi, so it was literally
It was
torture.
horrible.
All right. So, imagine you're given the best meal of your life, and then you're told, like, oh, you can't have dessert. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
dude, like,
what the
what's
fuck?
even the
dude?
point?
Yeah,
What's the point?
what's the point of even living at that point, dude? Like,
Dude,
what?
It's horrible.
Like, no dessert?
Can
Are
you
you
believe
serious,
that? Can you
dude? Like,
believe that?
what am I, a slave?
What no creamy chocolate cheesecake after? Like what? Like get out
No
of here.
decadence? You're not going to give me any decadence?
No decadence? Who do you think you are?
I'm suffering right now. You have no idea what it's like to be in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes, buddy.
Your ignorance is why our society is suffering right now.
You're why COVID
Our society
exists.
is crumbling because of people like you who are so unempathetic and not understanding to the way other people have to live their lives. Fuck.
I don't want to hear about your minimum wage. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
You ever not had dessert? You ever been through that?
You ever had a bad Wi-Fi connection?
You ever
When you're trying to do a live stream? Yeah, that's what I thought.
have surf and turf without cheesecake after? Huh?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Okay, now into the actual content of our actual show. So I think we've got all right. Okay, we can't forget
Yeah,
we can't forget about this. All right.
Right.
So before we head into the show, we've got game recaps. Then we've got a debate. Then we've got our
Games.
our game. So we've
Yep.
got a game that we're gonna play, and then we've got our games looking ahead. So
Yep.
there should only be 2 before our next podcast. Correct?
Yes,
That's
sir.
it, man.
Okay. So Sam can start us off.
All right, let's do it. On Wednesday, the Raptors played the Grizzlies. I finally got a win to cover. I feel like it's been a really long time since I covered a win.
And a solid win too.
Yeah,
like,
it was a really feel-good game.
Very nice win.
Game didn't start out like that, though. Defense was so shaky in the first half. In that first quarter, there were, I think I counted 3 out-of-bounds plays where we couldn't defend the out-of-bounds play, getting cut back door.
Yeah, lots of those, man.
It was just like fundamental stuff you've got to be able to cover, the backdoor cuts. And then there were backdoor
Dylan
cuts in
Brooks getting
general.
in there a lot.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks got in, I think, and Brandon Clark, he was cutting and killing us all game.
Yeah.
Fun stat that came up on the broadcast in that first quarter was that the Raptors have the 3rd fewest total games played on their active roster
Yes,
out of the league,
right,
and then they would be first without Dragic on the roster. So essentially,
say that again.
Yeah,
so
wait, what?
they have the third fewest total games played out of their whole roster, and then they would be first in the league if Dragic wasn't on the roster.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, because I guess Dragic's been in the league forever.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show how unexperienced and young this team is.
And that's why whenever we talk about big long-term things with the Raptors, it's so difficult to really say anything with a definitive sense because it's like everyone's so young,
so much
man.
Yeah,
so inexperienced.
Yeah. And started the game. I like Scotty's aggressiveness. He wasn't really taking shots, but I just liked the way he was pushing the ball in transition. He just looked really good, really into it. And then I thought we had trouble when it was the bench lineup and it was just Pascal, or it was just, well, for the first time it was just Pascal and like the bench, but it was the bench, I think, with Banton and another non-shooter. So it was Pascal trying to handle, and Memphis, I think that's when they really started to get their lead because they could just pack the paint and throw bodies at Pascal because they were going to live with Delano or Boucher taking threes. That's when Memphis really got out in that first half, or in that first quarter. To end the first quarter, though, Scotty Barnes with a half-court heave. Actually looked really pretty. Like
every
nice
rookie
shot.
gets one, dude.
Yeah.
Delano
Dude,
and Scotty, and then Malika had one last year.
Yeah. It looked good, too. It wasn't like an ugly heave. Like, he went right into it. I like the shot, man.
What would you call an ugly heave?
Like guys just like launch it like one hand or something. But Scotty, like actually, like his shot looked good. Even after that, though, the Raptors were down 32-25 after the first. Second quarter, we got some nice Malachi minutes. Him and Banton were actually playing together. So we started the quarter with a really nice. Malachi got into the paint, and then Banton had a great cut for the layup. And Yuta got his first minutes of the year. I know we all, Luke and I especially, we love to see that. Man. And he made an impact.
Hey, man, I love to see it.
Yeah, I know. He made an impact.
Yeah, Elias, you're preying on Yuta's downfall this whole podcast.
I just think because me and Luke were like fanboying. So
yeah.
He made his impact right away. He rotated over.
Which is so good to see, man. Yeah. So good to see
the
that
block
he just...
was huge. I wish they didn't call a foul.
Well, no, the first block.
Did you see...
the one going on Dylan Brooks?
No, the one before that in the first half.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he had to rotate, then he blocked. I think it was Brandon Clark.
Two steals also.
Well, there was a quote from Yuta after I think it was at the game or something, and he was like, so what? He got dunked on by Anthony Edwards. He's like, I jump 100% of the time.
I
don't care.
Yeah.
And to be that disciplined, like that is that's the same type of attitude that Kyle Lowry has towards taking charges and stuff, right? It's like you have to be, if you're gonna do that, if you be that type of player, you have to commit to it 100% of the time, and sometimes it's not going to work. And I remember lots of times
Larry's type of guy that like people dunk on. He's 6 feet tall if he's standing there. That's like
Jared
Anthony
Allen.
Edwards and Ja Morant can jump over.
Jared Allen gets dunked on all the time. It's tons of blocks.
And not to say too that Kyle Lowry didn't get called for a lot of defensive blocking fouls when he was trying to take a charge. That stuff is going to happen. It's the NBA. You're going to get dunked on and stuff. And it is sad that we talked about this last night, that probably one of the best, craziest dunks of all time was on Yuta Watanabe. Yeah. But at the end of the day, look what he just did in this game, man. Dylan Brooks went up for a huge, big, strong take, and Yuta shut it down. Not only did he shut it down, they called it a foul. Nick Nurse challenged the call and won the challenge. So
awesome.
that was really, really great to see. So
yeah. Keeping going on the second quarter, we went to a zone and got absolutely shredded by Brandon Clark, just cutting to the floater mid-range area where the zone is weak, and we got killed in the paint that whole first half.
It's so hard to play zone in the NBA because every team's can outsmart it.
Yeah,
like in college it makes sense because everybody's young.
I know, especially if you don't have like a really big center.
Yeah, exactly. Like because in college they played a lot more because every team's like. They're no experience. Like it's hard.
Not as good.
Yeah, exactly. But in the NBA, everybody's so good. So playing a zone, it's like, it's tough. It depends on the situation. You can do it for quick spurts, but if you do it for too long, they'll expose you.
Fun little sequence. Scotty went end to end out in transition, got a dunk, and then right after, Fred got the ball in the break and a nice no-look pass to Scotty for another dunk. Scotty was like hype all game. He just looked like he was having a ton of fun all game. It was fun to see.
He was smiling the whole time, man.
Yeah. I wrote here, we really took Malachi over Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane, like he's one of my favorite role players in the league, and he was killing us. The only reason we were still into this in this first half was because Memphis also has like one of the worst defenses in the league. But at the half, we were down 71-59. We gave up 71 points in one half. Third quarter, though, Precious Achiuwa started taking over. The first play of the game was a pick and roll.
How weird is it that
unsung hero?
He was, man. He took over that third quarter.
He did.
Really nice pick and roll to start with him and Fred had a bunch of really nice pick and rolls actually. And then Gary Trent Jr.'s shot making was just absurd. He had 2 threes where he was just like guys flying at him.
There was that one that showed a 4-point play at the top of the 3-point line. He shot it in like this.
Yep. He had a floater.
Unbelievable, man.
He was all over the place. I thought we had our best defensive possession of the year at the 8-minute mark. We were amazing rotations, guys flying out to shooters, and we forced a shot clock violation. I feel like we haven't had a shot clock violation in a long time. And then also because of foul trouble, Jaren Jackson Jr. left the game, and Kyle Anderson had to guard Pascal Siakam.
Dude, he was fouling early, man. He got like 3 fouls by the end of the by halftime or something.
Yeah.
Like,
so he had 4 by about the 7-minute mark, or the 9-minute mark. Sorry, and because of that,
of the third.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, fuck.
And because of that, Kyle Anderson was on Pascal, and then Memphis had to send a ton of bodies to Pascal because Kyle Anderson just can't guard him. And I thought that opened a lot for our offense. Precious got a 3 out of it, and we were just able to really break down the defense from that. Precious in the quarter 3 for 3 from 3, and he didn't hesitate on any of them. And then I also liked how since he's come back, he hasn't been taking the ball as much in transition, but when he does, it's almost more effective because it takes the defense by surprise. And he had a couple really nice takes, showing off the handle. And
he can do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He totally can do it.
But it's too out of control sometimes.
Yep. But Memphis was still scoring. Our defense was a lot better.
I feel like, one thing is that it's, I guess it depends on the player, but with a guy like Precious, I think it's good that he's a little over-aggressive because you can teach him to control himself and to learn how to play the game smarter and to use his aggressiveness in a good way, whereas sometimes it can be difficult to get players to come out of their shell.
I'd rather he would be over-aggressive than under-aggressive.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like sometimes it can be very difficult to get players to be more aggressive.
If you're aggressive, they're too scared already. Then you just gotta normalize. I guess regulate it. But if you're under-aggressive,
normalize it. Yeah, we gotta normalize being aggressive. Everybody.
And no, but you already see him.
Normalize Precious and being aggressive.
I meant regular.
We're normalizing this across the NBA.
Hashtag normalize aggression in the NBA. Let's get on that. Everybody leave that comment.
It's like the NBA. It's on their Twitter. It's like their new campaign is normalizing aggressiveness.
I mean, we're already seeing it with Precious. Like he's really he's looked a lot better since coming back.
Yeah.
And in the third though, it was still 92-91 for Memphis. Jaw hurt us all game up until the very end. Fourth quarter. No Chris Boucher in the second half. Yuta got all his minutes in the second. Our lineup was Gary and Scotty plus.
Can't say that we're big Boucher fans on the pod.
No,
sorry.
Our lineup was Gary, Scotty plus Yuta, Malachi, and I believe Precious was our lineup in that fourth quarter.
That is an aggressive lineup right
and
there.
And it worked well. Malachi once again his best game of the year. Had a beautiful pull-up jumper. He had a nice steal where he snuck in and got the offensive rebound steal. And then the play after that, he drove and had a finger roll finish high off the glass. And then Gary Trent Jr.
Oh, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. He was being covered
hard,
tight.
Yeah,
and he just threw it super, super high. And I was like, ooh. Yeah, and then it just went right in. I was like, all right, Malachi, all right.
Yep.
Okay, Malachi. Okay, Malachi. If you want to do that, that's fine.
I said
Good
Gary,
shot, Malachi.
I said Gary Trent Jr. hasn't had a single.
Just like that, sorry.
I said Gary Trent Jr. hasn't had a single easy shot all game. Every single shot he's ever taken is heavily contested.
So contested.
And he's still at 26
so
points.
Contested.
Yep. And then to end the game, I loved how...
He loves it too. He could just thrive off it, when he's making those shots. Yeah.
And then to close the game, Fred VanVleet just was a master. His pick and roll was Precious. And then his two-man game with Pascal cutting. And that really sealed it for the Raptors.
Oh, yeah, man.
And then I thought Scotty had Pascal had a really nice defensive play where he interrupted a lob. And then Scotty had some great defense against Jaw. And a great defensive second half, and the Raptors win 126-113.
Nice. Can I make a point about Pascal?
Let me get back to it.
Okay, fine. It'll wait. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I guess we'll have to wait.
Are we going?
Your game.
Okay, so I had the Indiana game, which was...
It was a tired game.
Yeah, it was a tired game and largely uneventful.
Six straight road game.
Yeah, I wasn't putting a lot of pressure on this game.
No,
I really wasn't. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the listeners, you guys aren't really too too concerned with this game either. I mean, like, it's not really.
I was like, it's fine.
It was like a mad game.
Not much to take from it.
Not really. You can just tell that guys. We've seen so much consistency already that when you see a dropout for a game like this, you're just like, it's like, guys need rest.
Guys want to get back home.
Especially when we've been playing our starters for so many minutes, man. Like,
I thought you saw that
game too, dude.
I thought you saw that. Fred and Pascal came out super hot in the first quarter, and then the rest of the game, you could just tell guys were just wearing down.
Yeah, totally.
First quarter. I mean, you're probably you talk about it.
Well, you can go.
I was gonna say first quarter 35 points, then second quarter 22, third 24, fourth 16.
Yeah, exactly. You can see it. Yeah. What I've got here for the first quarter, Pascal's the first points were him scoring a nice turnaround jumper, which is nice. What I'd like to see, there was one play at 9 minutes where Scotty, he was backing down in the post, and then he just confidently throws up a nice little floater.
Oh, yeah.
I love seeing Scotty down there working the post with such a confident back down. You know what I mean?
Going against the bonus and Turner too.
And one thing, because I hate watching the non-Raptors stream, but one thing that the other commentators were saying is that Scotty just seems like he looks like he's getting bigger and bigger every game that you see him in, right? Yeah. And that's good to see, man. He's a powerful guy, man. I mean, I don't want him as big as Zion, but he's
strong. He's really strong.
Exactly. I wrote down, I don't want to see the Pacers ever again, man. Like, we've played them 3 times already.
I think we are done with them.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to play the Pacers ever again. I don't want to see it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I do not like watching Malcolm Brogdon.
Really?
All his threes are short every single time.
I don't know. I
hate the way he shoots.
He's very fundamental.
He has a hitch in his form.
Yeah, and it's always short.
He doesn't make any exciting plays. Like, he's like overly fundamental.
But even his fundamental stuff isn't like his jump shot is not fundamental.
It doesn't look nice. No.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm wondering though, like as a point guard, like, how do you develop a shot like that? You know what I mean?
Just like I just wouldn't love to have him on my team, to be honest with you.
Really?
I don't like.
I'd love to have Malcolm Brogdon.
Really?
Oh yeah, I would love to have him.
I don't know
why. Like, we've got like Fred
solid.
And, like,
I think he's a 2 guard more.
I would take him as I think a backcourt Fred and Malcolm Brogdon would be like really good.
Okay, I guess I shouldn't say wouldn't. He's like definitely, but it's like I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm just like really.
He just has a very unappeasing game. Like, it's just a wonky, weird.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stuff good though.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's
smart.
I wrote down Gary's got a confident 3 that he hit there at 4:15. Fred hit that deep 3 to end the first quarter. You guys remember that shit was deep.
There's one a game, bro. I'm telling you, he has one a game.
And it was so confident and just like bang, like right away. It was unbelievable. I felt that the offensive flow was looking better. I felt like, and it's so funny, man. We talked about this before, but it's like, our main concern going into this year was
the offense.
It was the half-court offense, and now the half-court
it's better than our defense. Ratings-wise, we're better offense team than defensive team.
Exactly. It looks fine to me, and it looks like everyone's. We're playing less ISO now. We're opening up opportunities for other players. We're making the right decisions. We're in a flow, and it's good, man. We're making the right plays. I mean, there's lots of kinks to still work out, but in terms of seeing, because you can tell when you watch basketball when the offense is clunky. You know what I mean? Like, most possessions will go to the end of the shot clock, or lots of ISO, not a lot of teamwork. It just doesn't, like, not a lot of communication. Well, you can tell when there's a flow. There
was that one play. You might actually go ahead because you might bring it up, I think.
Was this what quarter was it?
It was a passing play with Pascal, Scotty, and Fred VanVleet.
Maybe. What quarter was that in?
Second, maybe. Third, I don't know.
I don't really have much.
Okay, I'll bring it up later on, but I thought it just looked really good.
I wrote down that Gary was pretty steady. Gary had a steal that was nice to see. Him getting active in there with the hands. I wrote down at 7:30 the bench squad comes in and the defense is just lacking, man, and just not great offensive possessions, man. It's tough when we put our whole and bench squad in, because we were talking just before the podcast is that our bench is not like they're great, so like you said, supplemental players.
They're very complimentary players for a starting lineup. Like if you take one guy and put Svi in there, like he's a good complimentary guy. But like
Svi was also not shooting well at all the Indiana games.
But he's not hitting shots. He's not giving you anything.
But putting Svi, Delano, Boucher, and Malachi all in at once, like that's not.
No, man.
That's not a good those are.
And
they're not
to be honest, I think it's counterproductive because then they're picking up bad habits when they play with each other like that. You know,
that's why I think it's good. Like if Delano plays with the starters for a bit or whatever, like that's why I think it's great. Scotty starting. Like I would put him on the bench because I think he's learning a lot of great things playing with those guys.
You need to learn how to play with good players.
Yeah,
you're not always
that way. If you ever wanted to have a lineup somewhere down the game where Scotty is out there with Delano and Svi and all these other guys, it's like, well then there's some more to fall back on. You know,
yeah.
But
that's why I think Gary's gonna come off the bench, man. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
But then I wrote down, we're losing energy near the half. We're just not hustling. Everyone's like,
it's tired.
Just road trips got to get to you, man. Travel and
Scotty
time change.
Scotty said, I think before the end of the game, like I just want to go home, man.
Yeah, like Fred all the time change and all that. Like,
yeah.
And they're on the West Coast for a bit, then they came to Memphis,
Midwest,
and Indiana.
I wrote down that at the very end of the second quarter, Fred had a nice drive where he had a couple nice drives during the game that. Man, he was just getting blocked so hard on those plays earlier, like even like last year and earlier this year, and now he's managing to find a way to get those layups, those really tough layups
he's
fall.
Being more patient with it. He was forcing it a lot at the start of the year.
Yeah, and
he's like, oh, there's a lane, I'll take it, even though there's the guy right there.
Exactly, and at that point too, the offense wasn't as advanced as it is now and developed. So
developed way more.
when a team is out there, say for example, you have a lineup of like Svi, Fred, like. Malachi and Precious, and say Boucher or something. Like the defense knows like the biggest threat is Fred.
There's one threat.
Yeah, there's one threat. You know what I mean? So of course they're gonna go and block the shit out of Fred. But when you're having a little bit more of these supplemental players and some more offenses where they are concerned about other players, it opens up opportunities for Fred to actually get those layups.
Right,
And his handle is just off the chain, dude. Like
tight.
I think he's one of the best ball handlers I've ever watched.
Oh,
yeah, seen play.
His handle's amazing.
Is crazy. And that's one of the reasons why I like Malachi too, because I think he's got a really good handle on the ball as well. Then halftime, 57-66, down 9 points. Third quarter. I did write it down. It was in the third quarter. Great passing with Fred, Scotty, and Pascal.
Yeah, I loved how Scotty and Pascal are really gelling. Like last maybe 6 games, 7 games. Like they looked like they really.
They've actually gotten some.
I'm not worried about them playing together at all. Like because I think they both know.
Not like I was at the start.
No, they're both smart basketball. And if Pascal's hitting the threes like he is, like then I'm not worried.
Pascal's definitely the game come to more this year than he was last year.
And also Pascal,
he's trusting, man. There's a team
his
trust
usage
now.
is down like 6% or something.
Yeah,
like
which is huge. I think
he's just
great.
playing like.
He's not trying to be the guy anymore.
No, like when he needs to be against a game like Sacramento, then like sure, but against like we'll get into it later, but yeah, I like how Scotty and Pascal are gelling.
Oh yeah, and then we were just really not making crucial shots in the second half.
No legs.
Rebounds, offense, defense, just an issue all over the place. Again, we also don't have Chem, so we're just getting Precious out there. You know what I mean? It's tough, man. Yeah. And other than when you want to sit Precious, who else do you have?
And it's like Pascal the 5, but Sabonis is so much bigger than
it's tough. Then there's not really much to say at third and fourth quarter, to be honest. It just
Scotty has a nice plays.
There's some really nice pick and rolls with Precious at the start of the game, also with Fred and Precious.
They're getting their chemistry back or down a little bit.
Yeah.
And Scotty did play well. Like it was nice to see him. I think he scored 17 points. 17.
He had a few really nice passes. I loved when he ISO'd on Sabonis and took him to the rim for the end one.
Yeah, okay.
With the handle too.
He had back-to-back game ones, I think, in the third, didn't he?
He might have, yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah, he might have.
Good to see. Yeah, Scotty's always improving and always doing good things, and he's always so confident that it blows your mind how confident he is too. It's just like wow, like his doesn't waver very much. No. He even when he has bad games, because he has had bad games. Especially I remember like the Nets game. The Nets game I remember he was for a period of time there like. Of course, when you play guys like Kevin Durant, like they're gonna want to teach you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they have to show you the new rookies in the league. Like, and even Kevin Durant mentioned Scotty too. Like, we're trying to, as veterans in the league, that's what you happen. You have to sun them. You know what I mean?
Damian Lillard was talking trash to him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what guys love to do.
What happens is that you could easily see Scotty get down on himself and start, being and make less aggressive plays. But then what does Scotty do? And I'm thinking about this play I'll never forget in the Nets game is when he just took it right out of Kevin Durant's hands. And just those are the types of plays.
Hit a turnaround at the elbow for Harden.
Exactly. Those are the types of plays that you love to see. Scotty's confidence and his ability to maintain composure and can keep that same energy is important to his game. And one thing that's just I haven't seen waver at all, and it's really nice. It's really nice. Even when he's had a couple games in the past where he scored like 2 points.
Last few games, like a couple games before the Memphis one, he looked like he was getting a little tired. And also, thank God his thumb's okay. I was scared that he broke it.
Oh my God, me too.
I was like, oh.
That really scared me.
I was so surprised when he was back on the court. I thought he was going to at least sit out for the rest of the game. But
we got to hope Gary's okay too.
Yeah, I think he will be. The fact that he played for like a while after he hurt it. Yeah. He hurt it in the first half. And he
Is it officially he's not playing tonight?
No, I don't know. He didn't practice and he was questionable, so I don't know.
I doubt it.
I was like, I doubt he plays.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's not worth it.
Game thoughts.
Are we going to the first one?
Oh wait, let's do your game thoughts. Sorry.
I think we'll probably spend most of the time on this one.
Yeah, we'll probably spend more game thoughts on this.
I thought there was like, not the first half is like, there was some nice stuff in the first half, but the second half, like, this is when the team really showed a lot of potential.
Our defense tightened up so much in the second half. It was so nice to see.
Yeah, like at every single guy.
We came out with a mindset. You could tell when he stepped out on the court that we were like, okay, no games.
Yeah.
Like, we're winning this game. Yeah, we're winning this game.
And I thought every single player contributed positively in the whole game. Like, even Chris Boucher was like neutral, which is like a positive one.
which is a positive.
But like, for example, like I loved.
He played 6 minutes.
I also loved how. So in the third quarter, second quarter, Scotty really had it going, and the veterans on the team were okay just to let him do his thing. Then I liked though how when it got late. How we ran like everything through Fred or through Pascal post-ups to open stuff up. I love how the team is like okay to let Scotty do his thing, but everyone knows like when it's time to win, let the veterans handle it.
And Scotty knows that too.
Yeah. And I also think like this was one of Scotty's better defensive games. His defense has been really bad of late, and I just thought he looked relatively just comfortable guarding Ja, which is like a kind of hard thing for anyone to do because he's like an amazing player. And I liked how he kind of used his length to sag off him a little bit, and that way he could stop the drive a little more. And then just like, Precious Achiuwa with like his best, I think, stretch by far of the regular season. Like he showed everything he had: catch and shoot threes, drives in transition, rolling and finishing, offensive rebound,
all in the third quarter, pretty much.
And he just looked like.
He was unstoppable.
Yeah, it's times like that where like, oh, this guy could be really special.
Yeah, exactly.
It's those stretches like that, and.
His shot too looks nice.
It's good. It's good. Nice base.
It's clean, and you look at the spin on the ball, and it's just like everything.
It looks like a natural jump shot.
It looks great, and he has been putting work in on the jump shot. He has, and he spent a lot of time on that. And I always feel like when you get guys who are his size, it's a hit or miss whether or not they'll be able to develop a jump shot.
Yeah.
Like even if you think about, obviously, like Giannis is a different sort of comparison, but even with Giannis, like, man, like he'll never be able to shoot the ball in like the way that Steph does. You know what I mean?
No,
like
big comparison.
Well, what I'm saying is that like a shooter, a traditional type of shooter, like he can't. The way their bodies, he's not
coming off screens and hitting catch and shoots. No.
Absolutely not. And like he'll never be like a role shooting player. Yeah. And it's hit or miss when you get guys that big because they utilize their game in another way. They have a totally different way of playing. Exactly. They don't focus on shooting. Because Giannis, to be honest, like, and people talk about this with him too, is that he doesn't even really need to develop a shot. You know what I mean?
Would you call Kevin Durant a shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would, but he's not coming off screens.
He's not a role playing shooter. He does sometimes like in the mid range.
So, but like he's not.
You're thinking like cheaters like Joe Harris.
Well, that's my point. Whereas like superstars aren't really considered. Like I guess but like
Paul George, I consider a shooter.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's but he's not a shooter.
No, he can do so much more.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Where like a guy's like
he's not Steve Mihailouk. That's
V's like a shooter.
Yeah.
Right. Danny Green's a shooter. That's what I'm saying. But like like guys like Giannis, they're never like they don't have to. They don't really learn that kind of stuff because they're superstars.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no need.
There's no need.
Well, and that's the thing with Precious is that it's so nice to see him already have a nice shot at being so young. Because if you think about somebody like Giannis, it took a long time for him to be able to develop that shot. And when you have somebody who has naturally sort of an inclination to because some people just naturally learn to shoot a basketball better than others. You know what I mean?
To shoot to make it like Fred VanVleet couldn't shoot, he wouldn't be an NBA player.
Exactly, not a chance.
So DeAndre Jordan still can't make free throws. He's been in the league for 12, 13 years.
Exactly, and see, it's so nice to see these guys who are so big being able to have another asset on the court, right?
Because hit one a game, maybe. Just pick and pop out for one. And
yeah. And honestly, man, I feel like the way that we could potentially take Precious is, I hope that we could get him shooting more. You know what I mean?
Look at Valanciunas. He didn't shoot for a while. Now he's literally leading the league in 3-point percentage on like 2.5 shots a game.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 a game, and he'll hit one, and then hit 1 or 2, and then that's.
Jonas always had
5 the other night.
Yeah, that's
Valanciunas had 5.
Because the defense still isn't going to respect him, no matter what. They're not going to like.
They're not, but they're not leaving wide open.
No, but they're not going to like sell out to him. So he's always got. Like,
he always had like a decent shot.
He never shot 3. He didn't shoot 3s in Toronto though.
No, hardly, almost never.
I remember the first 3 he ever hit was against the Cavs at the top of the key at the end of the game. I remember everybody freaked out. And that was like the year before.
Well, dude, like whenever, like he was one of our best free throw shooters, man. He almost never missed.
84%.
Always above 80.
Like, and he like
his
mid range
is great.
7'1" or whatever, how tall he was, like. Yeah, of course, as that big, you're going to put the ball over your head. Like, doesn't have a 2-motion shot. You can almost never have like a 1-motion shot when you're that tall.
Right,
but like,
it's a really good 2-motion shot. Like,
it's solid. It's very solid. Yeah. And it's too bad that we never got a chance to utilize Jonas's shot more.
We did the season before we traded him.
Yeah, but we also had Dwayne Casey, and Dwayne Casey's not really
very
huge on. Yeah, like he's not. He didn't want Jonas shooting, right? No. Whereas a guy like Nick Nurse, he would probably give Jonas a lot more leeway whenever it came to shooting.
Also, Dwayne Casey was so like he wouldn't let Kyle and DeMar. Remember Pascal's second year asked Dwayne Casey if they can let Pascal handle the ball more, and Dwayne was like no. And then the first year for Nick Nurse, he like actually was like, okay, Pascal, we're gonna let you bring the ball up every now and again, because like remember Kyle and DeMar, and then Pascal that summer worked out with Harden and Westbrook,
right?
And they were singing his praises, saying like how good this guy's looking with the ball. And then, but Dwayne Casey was like, always like, oh no, gotta play this way. Like he's so old school. Like guys love playing for him because I think he's a really good guy, but just he's an older guy.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I think that Dwayne is really good as a coach on the Pistons, because I think they need some fundamental teaching, and they need some
but also
structure.
It also forces Dwayne Casey to play a newer version of the game.
It does, especially when you got a guy like Cade Cunningham, because it's like. You need to utilize his offensive
Everything needs
skills.
To go through him.
Yeah, exactly. So the way he plays, the way how you guys got to play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But at the same time, Dwayne Casey's going to be the type of guy who goes, we are not sacrificing defense. We are absolutely not sacrificing defense. So no matter what it is, I don't care what offense we have to run, defense is going to be a priority on this team, no matter what. And then that's no matter what team Dwayne Casey coaches at all. It's going to be defense will be a priority, which is good.
They're a better defensive team than the Raptors right now.
Are the Raptors 29 still?
No, 25th.
Didn't the Pistons just win like a really good game against?
Yeah, they beat Houston beat the Bulls.
Yeah, Houston beat the Bulls.
Oh my God,
I forget. Yeah, the games are all like jumbling together. I don't have many other big thoughts. We kind of talked about a lot already.
Well, okay, so something to say about.
Oh, Malachi. This was by far Malachi's best game of the year, I think.
Oh yeah.
But I was just really disappointed that he didn't come out and he didn't show anything against the Pacers. Like he just looked bad. There's like games like this against Memphis, like, oh my God, he can maybe be a nice backup point guard.
Yeah, and but then it's like, but we don't give him consistent minutes, which is the problem.
He's starting to get a little bit more.
That's tough for him to get a groove if we're not giving him consistent minutes.
That's what I'm saying. He's
starting to get a little
bit
more though, man.
I don't like Malachi slander because I am a Malachi fan. I like the way he plays.
Man. Like I definitely see a future with him on the team.
Yes, sure. I absolutely do. I hope he's on the team. Dude, he's our replacement Fred. Once Fred leaves, he's literally the perfect.
Yes. Well, not yet. Obviously.
Fred was not that good.
When Fred was Malachi's age, he was not as good as Malachi.
Fred's defense was way better though, and his shooting was way better.
No way.
But his 3-point shooting was.
He didn't play back.
Yeah, he didn't play.
What are you talking about? What are you basing that off of?
Yeah, like that makes no sense.
In the G League, maybe.
What year was Fred VanVleet
he started
runner
getting
up for sixth man? His second or third?
That was 2018, I think.
When he would have been 25.
So
it would have been 20.
How old is
he Fred
now?
VanVleet's second year in the league, he was the runner up for sixth man. He was one of the runner ups for sixth man of the year. So like.
And how old was he?
He was 23.
But that was
same age as Malachi.
But that was also that's when we had the bench squad. That was when we had we had like Pirtles. That wasn't really just Fred doing that.
I just think I would like to see more.
If you put Malachi with those same players, he's doing really well also.
Malachi's playing 7 minutes a game. Fred played 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
But still, like he hasn't shown anything to play
okay,
more.
also like you're getting like Fred.
but the
Fred
thing
that
is
year.
that
Fred that year had Pascal, had CJ Miles, had Jakob Poeltl, and had Norman Powell off the bench with him.
That's true.
Right now, Malachi Flynn has Steve Mikhailuk, Delano Banton, and Chris Boucher off the bench.
A bunch of young guys and Chris Boucher.
And Chris Boucher, frankly, sucks.
Yeah. I just wish I would see more. I wish he could just hit an open three. He's shooting 28% from three right now.
I just don't think he's getting enough opportunities.
Leeway, dude.
Yeah,
he played 14 games last year.
I think he's an incredibly smart basketball player.
Oh, sorry, 47 games. 47 started 14 games. I looked the wrong thing, but yeah.
I wish I want to see him bring something. Like I don't know what his translatable, like what skill does he bring every time he hits the floor? Because his defense doesn't look great.
So you're done with his consistency.
I want one thing that every time Malachi's on the floor that like I know he's gonna give me this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But even like he makes good decisions.
That's the thing is he's a playmaker, man. Like he's very smart with the ball.
He came out of school as a senior. Like he played a lot of college ball. Like I think he's a high IQ.
He totally does. I don't know if he's a skill to
get inside Nick Nurse's head and just say, "What's your fucking plan for Malachi, man? Stop messing around with him, man."
I think Nick's thing is that he's not a versatile defender. He can guard one position, right? And he likes guys who can guard multiple positions. And
even Fred can guard one using something like.
And he can hang with threes in the post.
He's so strong.
Like Jason Tatum.
But like Malachi can get there, man.
I don't think Malachi can hang with Jason Tatum, and Fred can sometimes do that, which is like Fred is one of the.
Fred's ball curious.
Fred is one of the 10 best perimeter defenders in the whole league.
Yes.
And like he was always a really good defender.
But Malachi isn't a bad defender. Though.
No, but he's not.
He's not. He only got one.
That was Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet got on the court originally because you knew he was going to shoot a really high percentage from three and play awesome defense. Right now, I just don't know what I'm getting from Malachi.
I want to see like it's tough because like you said he only guard ones and that's not really how this team goes right now.
Yeah.
But also.
Who knows when you don't give him a chance?
I just want to give him. I want to give him some more years because I think he can get bigger and stuff.
He's played now in. He's played he's played like real minutes in 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the last 5 games. He's played at least almost 8 minutes. I'm not counting the game where he played 3 minutes or 2 minutes. So he played 22 minutes against Utah, almost 8 minutes against Golden State, almost 12 minutes against Memphis, and then almost 14 minutes last night. And like I'm just not ready to give up on him. No, yeah. I know. I just want to see more consistency.
I want to like as far as future goes, I like Delano more for a future. Definitely.
I do too. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just think Delano.
Like if he gets traded, I won't be upset.
But see, the thing is that what's wrong with having? Because Fred is going to get older. Like, what's the problem with having Malachi and Delano being able to run an offense together? I don't think
Malachi is as much a replacement of Fred as people making it out to be. Like,
I just don't think he's good enough.
People are like, "Oh, it's Fred. They're both the same size, and they're both seniors."
No, I think that we could develop him into a Fred style player.
Defensively, I just don't know if he has the body for it.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
Yeah.
See, I want to see by the end of the season how I feel about Malachi.
Well, he's gonna be a free agent. No, he's a first round pick, so he's got a little more time. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with his money situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. That's true.
Because that's
we have to get rid of Boucher. We definitely have to get rid of Chris.
He's off the books at the end of the year anyway. So.
Yeah. But the thing is we have to figure out an attractive package or something like how we're gonna do this because
I think Malachi is probably gonna get traded to get rid of Boucher. You have to entice someone to get Boucher.
Or even Dragic.
Yeah,
well, I think Dragic for sure.
I think Malachi is going to be thrown into one of those packages as like the enticing
If we're desperate to get rid of Dragic's contract, which I don't think we should be because he's gone at the end of the season anyway, but if we are, Malachi probably go in there with
That's what I think the real plan is for him. I think they'd much rather get rid of Malachi than get rid of a pick. A first-round pick. I would at least. I would trade Malachi before I trade a first-round pick.
That's tough, though.
That is really tough.
I would rather, I wouldn't trade.
It's a tough decision to make.
Yeah.
It is a really tough decision to make. And at the end of the day,
I trust Masai, though.
Yeah, I do trust Masai.
He does him with.
We drafted him over Desmond Bane.
But you didn't know Desmond Bane was doing. Like I don't ponder on that stuff.
He was who I wanted. He was who I wanted though in the draft.
So then
him and Tyrell Terry. So
Sam, then you just. Why don't you just call up Masai and then just be like, yeah.
Hey, man,
why don't you just trade for Desmond Bane?
Yeah, bro. Yo, you're making a huge mistake right now.
Masai, draft Desmond Bane.
That's also your fault, to be honest. If you know.
Actually, that kind of is your fault,
yeah.
Sam. So, fuck you, man.
Just an innocent bystander.
Yeah. Yeah, you stood by and did nothing.
Yeah. I know. I ruined
You stood by and did nothing, Sam.
Look
where we are now.
Look where
we are now.
Malachi paid me off.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else from this one. We talked about.
Okay, so I want to tell you something. Okay, how much does plus minus matter to you guys?
Not much.
Well,
really?
I can't.
It depends. if I watch their game and then I go and look at their plus minus and it reflects how they did, then I'm like, okay, this matters for sure. You definitely played a minus 20 game for sure.
But like if it's like minus, like Fred against Indiana was a minus something, but he didn't.
But that's
play.
in a loss. That's in a loss.
And it's also and also like a bench player could be like a plus 20 because he played with like 4 guys who were playing really, really well, but the guy himself didn't really do anything. So I'm with Luke. Like you got to watch and then reflect.
Yeah, like there are lots of like Fred I think played well against the Indiana game and he finished like -5 or something. Like
I think it
definitely depends on the game.
In the lineups,
but here's my just right. I'm just gonna check the states right now. Gary Trent was against Memphis. Gary Trent was plus 13. Scotty was plus 18. Fred was plus 18. Precious was plus 28. Siakam was plus 2.
Yeah, so the reason for that was because Pascal was running that really bad bench unit in the first half.
Exactly.
And that bench unit got killed. And I don't think he was getting triple teamed.
To be honest,
and I thought he played amazing.
I'm even surprised Pascal ended up in the positives.
Well, I thought he was amazing in the second half. I thought, because here's how the Memphis was defending him, like they were packing the paint.
Yeah.
And I don't want Pascal shooting over 3 guys. So I loved how he was using himself almost as like a decoy. Getting into the paint. A bunch of guys came to help. All right, let me find a shooter.
Yes.
Or he was cutting. He had a couple, I think 2 cuts with Fred in the fourth quarter. And then his defense, I thought he was our best defender in the fourth. So like, I think it was that second, end of the first, I think beginning of the second was when he was with that lineup, or end of the second. I think that really, that was a really weird lineup. Like, I don't like.
See, my thing is that I don't think, I really, the amount we're paying Pascal and he can't.
Those are NBA contracts now, though. Like
what?
everyone who's in his contract range isn't a number 1 option, unless they're like young.
That was a lot. He's paying 35 mil.
Yeah, but like,
there's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of guys paying 35 mil who are just like a second option,
and they're also bad contracts.
But I don't think you could have retained him for anything else. I would much rather have Pascal for 35 mil than no one there.
But do you want to?
Because then you would have, because we got Pascal for 35 mil, but we also got OG for like a nothing contract, right? So I think like, I don't know. I think like the contract might sway like his perception, but if you just like look at him for like what you're expecting, like who he is, not the contract, because who he is probably a $25 million player.
But if we're playing the bench with Pascal, I feel like Pascal should have somewhat ability to.
But not.
It looked horrible.
But there's 2 complete non-shooters on the lineup as well. Right, like.
And the team is extremely young. It's not like
he can't. Like you can't expect a guy to score against 3 people with a packed.
And you can't necessarily teach.
DeLon
time in the league. You know what I mean? Like it's context, right? Like if Pascal was out there with a bench of our bench like 3 years ago,
right? If that's Norman Powell, CJ Miles, Fred VanVleet, and Pascal.
So if he was out there with better players.
If he out there with shooters,
exactly. Yeah, well,
right, teams aren't guarding Malachi Flynn from 3, really. They're not guarding Delano. They're not guarding Precious.
Yeah.
They're not guarding Scotty from 3, right? So it's hard to expect him to just score. Like I think he's making the right play by trusting his teammates. I think.
Well, and realistically, when Pascal gets out there, like who are they gonna attack on defense? Like Pascal, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, who's gonna create anything besides Pascal?
Yes.
It's like
the offense is looked as we have a top 10 offense. Most of it is because of Pascal Siakam coming back and how much attention he gets, and then how much he's able. Like this year, he's really taken. Like he is not demanding the ball the same way.
No,
he'll demand it against certain matchups where he knows he can affect the game. His usage is down to like high 20. Like he's got the same usage as like OG and Fred. And I think he's making like a lot happen. Like even in the first quarter of the Indiana game when he had legs.
Yeah.
Like him and Fred were just like boom, moving the ball back and forth, hitting shots.
Well, when it comes to the contract thing too, it's like
it happens.
I think we have to look at the context, right? Like we had to, because like we didn't re-sign Pascal at a time where we already had a set team. We re-signed him in an area where we're like,
we re-signed him because we thought he was going to be the guy. That's when we re-signed.
We also needed to retain.
Yeah, and we needed to we needed to keep him around.
I'm just saying, like I don't know.
I'm not even upset at the contract now because there's so many contracts like that now, and no contract is unmovable. Like Russell Westbrook and John Wall.
Yeah,
but Pascal's a good NBA player, right? So. Or like he's a way above average NBA player.
Yeah.
And so like I don't even think about the contracts because where you might lose a bit of money on the Pascal contract, you gain so much on the OG contract.
Yeah. Right.
So it's really not like the team isn't in like cap problems because of it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. For me, it's mostly just about like mostly context, right? Yeah. Like because it's easy to say like, oh well, you know his contract maybe would be like, we would be complaining less about the contract if if he was a couple years younger, we signed him at a time when Delano and all these guys are 25.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he happened to be 27. Okay, that's a different story. You know what I mean? Because now we're looking at a like contending team with like players who are, been in the league for 2-3 years, whereas we're signing Pascal because we need him. We need Pascal.
Our
right
offense
now.
is like we had a much worse offense before he came back, and we have like a legitimately top 10
the
offense
defense
somehow.
is.
I don't think right now we need Pascal. I don't think that was the debate. No, that was the debate.
I know.
Like I don't think right now we need Pascal on the team
For the offense though, the offense I think would look.
I'm
awful.
starting to lean more towards.
Why?
That
No, we're
we
not getting any.
Pascal.
We're not. He's not helping us do anything right now.
On the offense, he demand every time.
Yes, but right now we're trying to develop.
And it's the.
But every time he touches the ball, two guys are going to him.
He's past his prime, dude.
I don't know. I think this is who he is though.
He's not going to be better than he was 2 years.
Okay, but I don't think we need him to be. This is.
But that's not. We're not going to win a championship with him. Us paying him too much money.
No, we won't. No,
That's what I'm saying. He's paying too much money. We're not going to win a championship.
But we're not trying to win a championship.
Yeah, we're not.
In the time of his contract.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't need him right now.
If we want to lose, I guess. But he makes the team like objectively a better team.
Well, and it's more than just what he provides on the court too. It's the experience, it's the knowledge, and it's what he can provide to these younger guys. Because if you just have somebody like Fred, it's like, well, where are they getting guidance
why are we
from?
playing
You know what I
Dragic
mean?
then if that's what we want?
Well, because I think Pascal he's also only 27.
Right. Yeah.
And I think the
and
Raptors.
he plays a different position too. Like Goran can't teach necessarily the same things that Pascal can teach because
he
Pascal
definitely can. He's been in the league for 15 years.
But the thing is that Pascal plays a different position. He approaches the game a different way than
he's
Goran.
also just a better player.
But you still need
Wait.
both. Why do you need Pascal's position but not Goran's position?
But I don't think the Raptors
What do you
want.
mean?
Yeah, you
then
do. But
just
you
want
have
outright-
Fred. You have Fred to give advice on that position. Like we don't need Goran
No,
to give
and also
that
Goran
advice.
is just he might for the style we play, might make the team worse on the defensive end.
Okay. My point right now is
If we're trying to lose,
we're paying. Are we, like I wouldn't say we're trying to lose, but we're trying to develop.
Right.
And I think Pascal's past his development. Like he's past his prime. Like he can get better, sure, but he's not going to be as good as he was 2 years ago. Again.
Sure.
And we're paying him $35 million. Like it's like I don't feel like we need
but
that in
who
our
else,
team right
who
now.
else is that money going to go to though?
Yeah, no, it's like I'm not saying.
Right, like,
I'm not saying we have
just-
to get rid of him right now.
I also
I'm saying,
think, like, so
I'm
we
saying
have
I don't think he's worth the money we're getting.
No, I don't think so either. But I also think like if
it's about the circumstances.
Yeah,
it's
and also-
circumstantial. Like it's kind of how it's the way that time sort of kind of managed to create the team in the way it's been created right now.
And also
like
we want you want Scotty to play with good players. And also, we're not paying Scotty. By the time we have to pay Scotty, Pascal will be out of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want to re-sign Pascal, because he's not going to get the same money, obviously, to say $21 million a year, which I think we wouldn't get him for that. Well, depends. Who knows? 3 years from now, who knows? Anyway, but if that's the thing, you want to re-sign Pascal, then you get a pay cut on him, or a pay cut compared to what he has now. It's just like we're not using that money for anything else right now. Mm-hmm. So like, we might as well give it to him. Like I don't know.
For 5 years though.
But like, I don't like. We're not. Toronto's not a free agent destination, right? We're not giving that money, and also that's a really easy contract to move off of. Like if Pascal's on the trade block,
it's not easy. No, it's not. We tried to trade him over the summer, and teams would take him.
Teams would take him in a heartbeat.
No,
Like
they
it just
want-
depends on the package, though. Right? It depends on the package.
We weren't getting much back for him. That's
I think
what I'm trying to
we
say.
would have got Wiseman though, and Kuminga, all those picks, and Wiggins. I think Golden, an above average, versatile 4 who's still 27, who can be your third best player or maybe second best player on offense.
But
Like,
we're
that
not
team's
going to win a trade. Pascal getting traded. We're not
no.
going to win that.
Oh,
trade.
I know. So, but if you want to free up money though, you could totally do it and get
Yes.
assets back. But I think like the money's not going anywhere else. Might as well just give it to him.
It's true.
Like
It's true.
might as well just give it to him.
Well, and that's a good point you made about the free agent.
Yeah.
Toronto. Like,
We're not.
We're not. We're just not. And we've had to create, and that's what I mean by circumstances. That we've had to create such a weird way of even developing the team that we've got now. Like it's been a long journey to be able to create this team, and this is the first iteration of what we're trying to emulate.
Yeah.
And it's been such a rocky road getting there.
Okay, so when we gave him the contract, I was with it. I was like, yes, sure. Like I'm not saying we also have to trade him right now, but what I'm trying to say is that like I think he's
You know what? I'm just gonna turn your mic now.
I think he's really not worth the money we're giving. I just really don't think.
I don't think he's.
I can I can understand why you feel that way too.
And
like
I feel like he's given way too much credit, to be honest with you.
Oh, I just think like the offense was like I think the 17th offense when he came back, and now it's the 7th best offense.
Yeah,
that is legitimately a lot from him. Like
I do honestly. After watching the last couple games over the last few
where
weeks,
he didn't play
I'm
out his
definitely
mind.
feeling more confident about Pascal. Do I think necessarily he's worth the money we're giving? No, that's not the point that we're making.
Yeah.
It's that. We do need
We're
him.
A better basketball
like
team
we
with
just
him on the
just
court.
need him, and it's like
why do we need him? We're not giving me a straight answer. Why do we need him?
Because we're a way better team, and I think he's better for Scotty's
But why are we
development.
trying to be a way better team right now?
I think it's good for Scotty's development to have a guy like Pascal. 'Cause
He was doing great without Pascal too.
But I think like sustainable long-term development, you want to play with really good players around you, and you're gonna become a better
guidance
player.
is important, man. It's like
if we want Scotty to be our best player in a championship team, he's gonna play with good players.
Yeah.
So you might as well get him to play with good players, and he's playing really well. His numbers are way better with the starters on the floor than he is with the bench. So I think he's helping him a lot. And also when the time comes when the money's actually gonna matter, then look to trade him.
Yes.
But right now it doesn't matter right now, the money.
Agreed.
I agree. We don't have to trade him right now. But
Yeah.
We should move on because we're fucking spend so much time on that.
that was kind of a debate already.
Yeah, that was a debate. That was fun though.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Same debate as last.
Repeated the debate.
Yeah, the debate's actually the same question.
Yeah. So
what are we?
So no, it was we're. It's I don't know how much
Do you want
time
to go to
we.
the debate? I feel like that was good.
Well, I don't know how much time at the beginning of this podcast that we spent just chatting. I think we're about 50 minutes ish in.
Wow.
50?
Okay.
Oh wow.
Just about an
Let's
hour.
Do the game, though. Let's do the game.
Because
Well,
I didn't even say
yeah.
my game thoughts, but to be honest, I don't really. Let's just skip the game
Scotty,
thoughts.
Indiana.
Scotty, amazing and one against Sabonis. Great play.
Yeah,
And nice passing play.
Fred VanVleet, 26
good job,
points.
Fred.
Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not really much
and
to
Sabonis,
say.
18 rebounds. Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good,
like
better
I mentioned that our rebounding just looked horrible.
It was
and-
there was so much and so many of those issues you can chalk up to tiredness. Like every shot was
Yeah.
getting short.
Let me see if my debate topic is going to take us a long time. Did I already tell you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, okay, hold up. The debate topic today was about their defense.
Well, if we do like 2 minutes explanations and then
Or
1 minute.
we can
row.
save that one, honestly.
Yeah, we could
Do you want
save
to
it.
save it?
I feel like what we just had was a good
Okay.
debate.
Well, we got a fun game here, so. And
wait,
I've
a
got-
sec. We can do it. Also, it doesn't matter to me.
No,
It's-
we can. Yeah, we'll
yeah.
save it. We'll
Yeah.
save it.
All right. Good. Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right, well,
so
let me,
we'll skip the debate for
I know
today,
Elias
guys,
wants to
because
cheat
we
here,
kind of
so-
were having a
gonna
little
have
bit
it
of a
already.
heated debate there, just right then. So,
All right.
Yawn.
Don't cheat here. All right. So I've got the.
Sorry, just in case.
Did you put the
Did you get the
Wheel of Fortune thing in there? Whatever you're gonna do.
Huh?
Remember, you said you're gonna put a game sound in there.
in
last
your
week you said-
soundboard.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I haven't. No, man. I'm fucking dude. I'm tired, lazy, and busy.
Why'd you do it, man? All right,
You
my,
low life piece of shit.
Just ruined the
So
whole
this
vibe.
this game is gonna
Wow,
be.
way to kill the vibe, you fuck.
I don't even want to play the game anymore.
You know what, man? Just turn all the shit off. Just start
I'm
turning
done.
everything
I'm
off.
done. Podcast over. Peace, guys.
This game's gonna be a lot better. I think if you guys,
Deletes the channel.
we're done.
Deletes everything.
This game.
Locks us out. Changes the passwords for all the account. You can't even start it up again.
All right, this game's gonna be a lot better if you guys work together. Actually.
Okay.
So it's not gonna be a versus. So I did it on Basketball Reference. You can see. Don't be cheating there. You can see the Raptors lineups. You can do 5-man combinations, 4, 3, and 2-man combinations. And I want you guys to guess our 5 best lineups in terms of point differential, so points minus opponent's points, and
it's the 5-man.
the 5-man combination. And I have a caveat that I did. The lineups had to play at least 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Per game.
No,
Or
together.
general- okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
some of them, like, there's one lineup that's like plus 68, but they played 8 minutes together.
Total.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
one person I'm definitely putting on this
Kem
is
Birch.
Kem.
Yeah,
That's the first person I was
So
thinking.
we're starting right now.
Oh, you want to start with the first one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. So where's
Do you want to go 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
Let's go 5-1.
5 to 1.
Start at the
Yeah.
worst and go to the
So
best.
okay,
Yeah,
so
that makes
I'll
more
tell
sense.
you the specifics of this lineup.
Okay.
This lineup has played 44 minutes together, and they're plus 4.6.
Okay.
Okay, so who are your 5?
I think Okay. Okay. So I mean, we can start throwing.
I can't believe there's 5. Holy, this is gonna be.
They play multiple lineups.
Yeah, a lot of guys will overlap as well, right?
Yeah.
So
It's just so hard to remember every lineup that the
some
Raptors
of them are gonna be a
do.
little weird though. So
No.
Yeah. So how many minutes was it?
this lineup's played 44 minutes together, so a
Okay,
decent amount.
So I haven't seen it.
And
I feel
there's
like
4.6.
Delano fits in there somewhere.
He's not on this one, no.
Really.
Fred's gonna be in there.
Fred is, yes.
I feel like Fred will be in all these, to be honest with you. Fred. We can just say Gary.
Gary is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start throwing names at there.
Precious is.
Yeah, 'cause I
Okay.
don't think Kem was in this one.
Yeah. There's no way. Cam is in the first.
Well, he's gonna be in. He's gonna be
for
a couple,
sure,
but
yeah.
I think OG.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Svi.
Nope.
Really? I think Svi would be nicer than. Okay, so we have Fred.
No, please
Gary,
don't tell me
Precious.
it's
You
Chris.
Fred, Gary, and Precious. Nope.
Fred, Gary, Precious. Okay, let's okay. Hold on.
Wait.
Who?
Some big names like
Pascal?
Yes.
Okay.
like the obvious one.
And then so we have Fred.
Scotty?
Gary,
Scotty.
Scotty.
Okay.
So the starting lineup from like the Memphis game.
Okay, yeah.
Without Chem and without
OG.
that lineup's in plus 4.6 on the floor
It's
together.
the Memphis game.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, also there's and the they've had minutes in.
Pressure. I think guess the Pacers
Golden
game
State
too,
game
but
as
in
well.
the Golden State game.
Yeah, so they've
So
done pretty well.
So that's number 5.
Yep. All right, number 4.
I'm gonna say Fred again.
This game is this lineup's played 150 minutes together.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
And they're a plus 10.2.
Kem's in this.
So
one.
that can't wait. Pascal might not be in this
No.
because
No,
yeah.
The Pascal lineups are a little bit weird. So that's why I try to wait as long as
And they're
possible.
probably gonna have less minutes because Pascal
But-
didn't play like.
But
I
so
don't-
yeah, he's not in this one.
So okay, Kem's gonna be in there.
Nope.
Oh really? Okay, so then Precious.
Yep.
Fred.
Is OG
Fred.
is OG
Fred
gonna
is.
be in there? Because
OG is.
OG would probably be in there. Yeah, for sure.
So it's like pre-Pascal. So then Gary.
Gary.
Yep.
And
So-
Scotty.
Scotty. So the starting lineup from the game 1, and they're
Yeah.
a plus 10.2 together.
And
They haven't played as
game
much.
1 was Dragic started.
Oh yeah, from game 2. Sorry.
Yeah. Against
All right.
Boston.
Number 3 is this lineup's played 40 minutes together, and they are a plus 25.
Fred.
Fred. Yes.
Pascal.
Nope.
Say wait. How many minutes have they
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Delon.
OG.
OG, yes. Delano, no.
Scotty.
Nope.
Oh, okay, good. It's exciting.
You said Gary already.
No.
Gary.
So Fred, OG, and Gary,
Uh,
Yep.
Precious.
Nope.
Kem,
Yep.
and then we need C.
Yep.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
This was the lineup from the Knicks game.
This
That
yeah.
lineup did really, really
This
well.
was
yeah.
and Svi had a really good. This is when
Svi
Svi
did
started.
really well.
Yeah.
This was Svi started,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
love
game.
Svi starting. He played
And
really
the,
well.
I
That's what
think-
that's what I was trying to say when he's a great complimentary player.
Yeah.
Seeing him in roles like that, he plays
Because
really
he's
well.
not allowed to dribble.
Exactly.
You
That's what I'm
have to
saying. He
shoot,
comes
bro.
up screens and shoots,
Yeah.
and that's all he does. And the guys get him open. Yeah.
Please don't dribble, man. All right, this lineup
The second.
has played. Yeah, this is the second best lineup. They've played 20 minutes together, and they're a plus 27.
Only played 20 minutes together.
Yeah.
They're plus 27.
Okay, Pascal. OG.
Yep.
Kem.
Nope.
Fred.
Nope.
But I think Pascal's. I don't think it's Precious. Is Precious going to be in there?
Nope.
Pascal's the center. Scotty.
Yep.
Gary. We say Gary yet?
Gary's in it. Last one.
Do we say Fred? Do you say Fred?
Fred's not in it.
Fred's not in it.
Wait, who else? Okay, wait.
So
we have,
you've got OG, Scotty,
Oh, I didn't say OG.
Pascal, Gary Trent.
and no Fred. Delano.
Nope.
How many minutes was it?
20.
Just 20.
Malachi.
Nope.
Svi.
What?
Nope.
Oh, so Scotty's probably point guard in this situation then.
Okay, wait, say the lineup again. Fred. I'm sorry, no.
We have Pascal, Scotty, Gary, OG. So we have
And not Chem or Precious.
C
Nope.
again.
Nope.
I said Svi. He said no.
No.
Wait, who the fuck are we missing?
Isaac Bonga?
Tell me it's not Yuta, is it?
Nope. No.
It's 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, this
Pascal, Scotty. So we said Malachi. We said Delano. So Scotty's definitely the point guard. We said Fred. So Scotty's got to be the point guard in the situation. Then we have Gary, OG, Pascal. No Precious. Do we say Kem?
Kem's not in it.
Boucher.
No.
What?
What?
You want to say? Want me to tell it?
No. We have to figure this out.
Wait, what? Okay.
Who the fuck is on
Who
our
have we
roster?
not said? David Johnson.
This lineup started together
They started together.
against the Detroit Pistons, I believe. Yes.
It's not Malachi.
No.
Dragic.
Dragic.
Oh.
Yeah. That was that. This one. Hey. Now the Raptors
A lineup
best.
we probably will not really see much
No.
of again.
The Raptors best lineup. This one's a little weird. Well, not really, but yeah. Has only played 16 and a half minutes together, but they are a plus 79. So like they are by far their best lineup so far.
Chem.
Fred.
So Fred,
Kem.
Kem,
OG.
OG.
Pascal.
Nope.
Scotty.
Nope.
Oh. Wait, what? So we have Fred, Pascal.
Nope, no Pascal.
Gary.
Fred, Gary.
Nope, not Gary.
Wait. Fred. We have Fred, Chem, and OG.
Yeah, Fred, Chem, and OG.
Fred, Chem, and OG.
Yeah.
Okay, so no.
Delano.
What?
Ooh, wait. Say how many minutes again?
Please
Only
don't tell
16
me.
and a half.
Please don't tell me Svi.
No, not Svi.
Oh, okay.
We have Fred, Chem, OG, Delano. Who would have played with this? Svi?
No.
I said Svi.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Yeah, you did. Gary. We said Gary.
it's not
Gary's
Gary.
not in it.
So there's no one shooting right now.
A 79.
Or I guess Fred.
Chris.
Chris Boucher.
What the fuck?
This is why you have to take these with a grain.
Do not trade Boucher.
That's why you have to take these sample sizes with a bit of a grain of
Grain of
salt.
salt.
Now
Oh,
I've
my
got
goodness.
I've got a quick bonus for you guys.
When did they play together and do all
I've
that?
got no idea. I've got maybe
Must
like
have been
against the
a blowout
Knicks, like
game.
on a bench, the bench against the Knicks or something.
79 player plus 79. Is that what it
In
was?
16 and a half minutes.
Sheesh.
Can you guys tell me for a bonus, the Raptors? Now these are like crazy numbers, but it's kind of fun. The Raptors' best two-man combination this year. They've played 176 minutes together, and they're a plus 8.1, which is way ahead of number 2.
Scotty.
Nope.
2 minutes.
Two-man combination.
How many minutes was it?
They've played 176.
Say Ben.
Fred.
Nope.
Is Cam one of them?
Cam is one of them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Cam.
OG.
And OG.
Wow.
OG.
Yeah.
So the number 2
I
best
like
lineup.
that. Chem and OG are good together.
The number 2 lineup is Chem and Fred, and they're plus 4.8 in 250 minutes. And the OG and Chem are number 1.
That would have been my
8.1.
guess for first.
Yeah.
If you had asked
Presta
me.
Chua has is part of the next 3
Really?
because he's played
It's
like.
so funny.
It's just because these ones are really weird lineups. Like,
Can we do some 3-man ones?
you want some
Kinda fun.
3-man?
Yeah.
Okay, want to name the best 3-man lineup?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. This lineup has played a lot of minutes together, 255, and they're a plus 8.1.
Okay, I was gonna guess blankly. I'm gonna think for this for a second. I'm gonna try and guess blankly what this is.
3-man lineup.
3-man lineup. So don't say yes or no if I say some names.
Okay.
I'm just gonna think. So I feel like 3-man lineup. They played a lot of it together. So I feel like Pascal's probably
No. Yes.
Yeah, they played 250 minutes, so this is one of their most played.
Okay, so
3-man
then Fred.
groups.
It's probably some starters. I feel like it's probably Fred. OG and Scotty is my. But Gary. Fred, OG, and Scotty.
Fred and Scotty are in it. Not
And
OG.
Gary.
Not Gary.
Cam.
Not Cam.
No, Cam didn't play that minute. He plays man out. Or Cam's been out. So
It's not Pascal.
Shit, what?
Nope.
Okay, wait, who
Fred.
you
It's
said?
Fred,
It's
Scotty,
Fred?
It's Fred and Scotty.
Not Gary or OG.
No.
or Pascal.
No.
Or Cam.
No.
Fred, Svi.
Not
No,
Scotty.
wait, that's my guess. Svi?
No. No.
Wait, Fred, Scotty. Who were we missing? Delano? No.
Fred, Scotty.
And
Not Boucher. No chance.
Not Boucher.
Precious?
Precious Achua.
Wow.
He's in a lot of these. He really
Yeah,
benefits well playing with
guess
like the top
so.
guys.
He's
And
played a
do
lot.
you guys want to do one more just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's such a weird Fred, Scotty.
Precious.
I get it.
Precious.
I get it,
Interesting.
So can you name me the worst? This lineup's only played 10 minutes together, or 11, and they're a minus 50.7, which is
Oh,
like by
God.
far the worst lineup.
5-man lineup?
man.
5-man lineup.
Chris Boucher's in it.
Chris Boucher's not in it.
What? Malachi?
Yeah, 10.
Malachi's not in it.
What? This is the worst lineup.
Delano's not in it.
Svi.
Svee's not in it.
Okay, so these are starters. There's some starters in here.
Wait, what? This is the
Wait,
worst
Fred?
lineup?
Minus 50.7. Fred's
Fred.
in it.
Pascal.
Nope.
Gary,
Nope.
OG.
Okay.
OG.
Scotty,
Yep.
Precious.
Yep. They've only played
Let's
11.
go.
Only played 11 minutes.
They'll put 11 minutes.
Only played 11
Oh,
minutes.
so this is gonna be a weird one. This last one here.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so what is it? What are we at right now?
So-
Fred,
Fred.
Scotty, OG, Precious.
Get your
Fred, Scotty, OG, Precious. Who's this guy?
Who's this little piggy?
So it's only 11 minutes. This is gonna be a weird one. Dragic.
Yeah, Dragic.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like from the first game, probably lineup is really bad.
What was it? What was the numbers for that one?
Interesting.
Minus 50.7. The next worst is minus 29.6.
Minus 50.7. Jeepers.
Yeah.
Jeepers, pod.
Yeah, really bad. They've got a
Oh,
lot of
geez.
decent
Shout out
lineups.
New Brunswick.
Wow, that lineup is just okay. Yeah, that is an awful lineup. Wow. All right.
That's fun.
Plus, wow, their turnovers are like absurd.
Can I look now?
Yeah.
Absolute absurdity.
Back to the field. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a really bad lineup.
I want to look at these for like every team. It's super interesting.
They're really fun to do, like, because they're kind of like meaningless, but also kind of fun in the same way. If like it just depends on sample size, right?
Yeah, right.
And none of their lineups have played over
Like, what's like Phoenix's worst lineup? I'm curious about that. Dude, Phoenix is so good.
They're so
16
good.
game winning streak.
They're fucked.
Hey man, that's one of my favorite teams, man. Booker looks in.
I
I
love
loved Phoenix before they were a playoff team, homie.
Same, man. Same. I love Devin Booker.
I was a big D Booker too.
I'm saying it right now on the podcast that's taking place in 2021.
I'm a Phoenix fan.
Bro, I like Phoenix and Steve Nash, man.
I love Phoenix's Charles Barkley, to be honest with you.
OG and Gary might not play
Tonight?
Cam's not playing tonight or tomorrow night, I guess, because it's coming out tomorrow.
No, it'll be last night.
Last night, right?
Cam's not playing last night.
Cam's not playing. Yeah, OG might play last night. Utah's back though.
Good to see. Good to hear.
I don't know. I've got nothing really in this game. Like we've played.
I think
Boston twice.
I hope OG plays so we can do OG and Scotty against Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
And
then we play Memphis again on the 30th.
I think our rebounding might get a
tonight.
little exposed because Horford. And
They got killed last time.
Sorry,
we played them,
one thing I did want to mention in the Memphis game is I thought Precious matched up really well with Steven Adams.
Before his game, we thought he was going to dominate us in the glass.
Yeah.
And he didn't. The first half, he did a little bit,
He
but not
didn't.
much.
To be
didn't
honest,
play
though, when
much.
they were standing right next to each other, you could see how Precious easily in a couple of years could have Steven Adams'
he
frame.
doesn't have the height. He's got the strength though.
Even the height is not even that much of a differential when you see them playing against each other.
It's like 2 inches.
Yeah, it's nothing
Which is
really.
like 6'9" or
Precious-
6'11".
And Precious's arms, man,
And
like
he's way more athletic, so he can just jump
way
better.
more.
Yeah.
And
then Memphis. Toronto.
I also want to mention this too. Which game was this where Malachi almost fucking won the jump ball against someone super tall and he got up? I can't remember what when
Memphis,
that
I
was.
think.
Was that Memphis?
Yeah, I
Who
think
was
so.
that against?
Dylan Brooks, maybe.
No, it was against somebody bigger. It was like a.
Jaren
Brandon Clark?
Jackson or Brandon Clark.
I think it might have been Jaren.
It might have been Jaren
Jackson or something like that. And there was a jump ball called, and Malachi got up. I was surprised. I was like, "Oh!"
I didn't know Malachi could touch the rim even.
And John Morant dunked on us so hard that game.
On Boucher.
Yeah.
People were like,
He missed a dunk too, and they called it like a flagrant foul. You guys remember that stupid shit? He didn't even get touched, man.
Was it Fred that pushed him a little bit?
Pascal, I
Gary,
think.
Gary.
Oh, it was Gary. Yeah, he
Gary,
did.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Also,
and he like helped him up and everything.
That was such a bad call.
Ja won't play in the next game against Memphis on the 30th.
Thank
I don't-
God, dude. I was
was
so
knee sprain.
I was so scared.
I thought he tore his ACL.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Glad
Oh, yeah, what was
Just
that?
a knee sprain, 1 to 2
Oh.
But it was non-contact, which was scared me so
Right,
much. I was like,
right.
that looks exactly like
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Or
An
just
Achilles,
like,
maybe.
Yeah, like just any of those ACL injuries where it just happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm
it
glad
scared me
Jaws
so
okay.
much. Thank God, dude.
Alrighty.
I'm good to go, man.
Okay.
I'm good to leave.
Yeah. So is that all we've
That's all I've got.
got?
Thanks. Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess that's gonna end it here for today. We skipped the debate. We'll save that for next time.
You got a nice little debate.
We had
Yeah,
it.
we did
that
have
was
a
a
little
natural
heated
debate. That was a nice
debate,
debate.
That was like a little three-way debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little three-way on the podcast.
It was 2 against 1.
Before we head out of the podcast, I'm your host, Luke Dick.
I'm Elias Eldridge.
I'm Sam Kenny.
And if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave us a rating and review. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at RapChat Podcast, where we post new clips of the show every week. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Okay. See you. Peace out.
Peace.